talk about 142, what it means for you?
Just going right after it, huh?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the game first. I thought it was a gutsy performance by us. The last two games, we were able to see games out, and that was something that we really struggled with last year. So we know that we're a work in progress. There's a lot of work to go. We're missing some sharpness. But we know that once we get the quality part of it, and if we have that as our foundation, we should be able to get a lot of good results, whether it's at home or away. So I commend the guys. It was a great 3 points against a team that's very stingy and was one of the top teams last year. So it was awesome.
Something you also struggled with last year was getting out of the gates. 1-6, if memory serves.
Was that what it was? 1-6?
I might have heard that.
Yeah. Yeah.
2-0 to be sitting here 2-0, maybe not prettiest wins, but 2-0 after a start like that last year. How big is that for you guys?
It's something to build off of. Obviously last year 1-6 was not an ideal way to start the season. Nonetheless, the belief was there. We continue to work at it, and that's why we were able to finish strong and win the East in the end. We know that there's some big challenges this year. One of them is always going to be the regular season. But I think the even bigger challenge is how in the biggest moments we can be bigger than the moment. How we can grow with the sort of maturity that's going to allow us to be gutsy, gritty, and courageous. And I think this is a good start. I don't think by any means we're even close to what we can be, but it's a lot easier to start 2-0 than 1-6. Now, with that being said, Brian, there's 32 more games. So we look at it as something that we can build off of.
This team is more strong than the last year, because the last year you have everybody know the function, and now it's like you need more games.
Well, I don't want to jump too far ahead. Obviously, we got 2 good results to start the season, but let's also remember a couple weeks ago we weren't that great in Champions League, and that was a huge priority for us, and for us to sort of miss out on that is a little bitter as well. So, yeah, it is nice to get the 2 wins, but I don't want to go with any sort of haste and say that we're stronger this year or that we're better this year. I just know that we're a work in progress. But looking at the last 2 results, some gritty performances, and that's something that we can build off of.
What's it been like in the middle? Last year, for the most part, it was Colin and Zubar.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Arenal and Aaron. How much different is that going, especially with the rookie in front of you?
Aaron's been great. Aaron has been great. I mean, he has some very high expectations. To be honest, during the preseason or even before preseason started, when we were talking about the defense, and when I say we, I was talking to Dennis and Jesse and Armis and Preston, just the coaches, about how we're looking defensively. And when they said we see Aaron Long as our starter day one, I'm not going to lie, I was a little taken aback. I know that the guy's a lot of quality, and in practice, he's one of those guys that you can count on, but that's a lot of pressure. And yet, all of a sudden, these guys have so much confidence in him that, all right, well, let's see how it goes. And I think so far it's gone really well. He's got a great ceiling. He's got a great work ethic, mentality each and every day. And we know that even with all the things that have gone on and the success, the brief success he's experienced, he's committed to getting better, and that's important, improving each and every day.
Can we talk about the record? Would you mind?
Yeah, okay, let's talk about the record. I was a little surprised after the game how I got caught up in it. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel so grateful to be part of this organization. I feel grateful for all the coaches that believed in me. Hans Baca for giving me my first start, Mike Pecky for staying with me when maybe other people were saying that we should move on, and then, of course, Jesse, when he came from day one, he was saying that that was going to be a huge part of this organization. So to have those coaches backing me has been important. Family members, my parents. There's just so many people in the background that I think when you talk about 142, a lot of it has to be attributed to them. And then the part that I got most choked up about is when I talk about my wife. I remember July 2012 when you guys didn't know who I was. And I was just sitting there thinking, all right, you know what, it was a good run. It's time to move on. And though my parents were definitely supporting me, my wife was hounding me. Like, it's not done yet. You need to just give it one more try. Do whatever it takes. Bypass an agent. Google Major League Soccer. I really think you're going to regret this if you don't give it one last try. And so it was with her encouragement and motivation that I pursued it, and we never could have thought it'd be something like this. So I know that she's emotional before the game. I was emotional before the game. I was trying to hold it together. But then as soon as the game was done, I couldn't help but think about her. There's a lot of people who have been part of this 142. but she's by far the biggest.
What's,
Luis, if I
what's
could
your
ask this,
name?